Okay, so I took this from a Coral's video. They have a way to see everything about this new character Mimi. Now, this character supposedly is Volt Fortitude. I did watch this, but I don't remember too much of anything. I just remember being really upset with the traits. So let's just get right into this and see what we got going here. Okay, so she has charge and shatter. I'm assuming this is a charge, this is a shatter. There's no way it stays like this. I mean, don't get me wrong, if it is, that's great because it could actually tell me I can choose to have this as a main weapon or offhand weapon. There's so many options I get to have, and I would like that. Okay, so it's Volt Resonance, just to make sure we know it's Volt. Increase Volt attack on 20%, Volt resist by 40%. You gotta have at least, 2 weapons, right? So if you're using this as like Fortitude, and you was real like cheap and only summon for Fortitude characters like me, the only character you really have is well, you can use Pepper with it. Pepper, Crow, Samir, and Nemesis. But because it feels like you have to use stamina while using this weapon, you probably take out Samir. So then you have like 3 other weapons to choose from for the Volt Resonance. Unless you have Lynn, but again, I didn't do that, I don't know if Fiona works that way. Y'all let me know in the comments, because I don't know, and I keep asking questions. I have not gotten this answer yet. If Fiona, you can put like 2 different elements, and you can still like use Fiona as like a wild card for Resonance. I don't know. I know Lynn works with the skill. I don't know how it works with Fiona. Really? So hitting a target with Mimi's weapon deals bonus damage to nearby target equal to, okay, mathematical equation. Okay, so it's based on your Volt attack. Oh, it's a percentage too. Okay. So it goes on a percentage of the move times your Volt attack and plus 31% of your max health. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's good for players that are stacking health. So Fortitude should have something decent because we're trying to get health and resistance, not just resistance only. Okay, that's off max HP, then times 1125%. Okay, that's the total value of all resistances. Wait. These numbers have to change. They cannot sit the same way. Oh, this is busted. This is huge for Fortitude though. Like there's no way the resistance to stay like this, and then the multiplication and there's no way. I mean that's busted for Fortitude. I'd love it though. Okay, player carries any one physical or frostfire weapon and thunder damage increased by 2.5 times. Physical or frostfire. What? Why does it say this or? Like, wouldn't it say physical or frost or fire? I don't know. That's cool. You're gonna get more damage just by being Fortitude. You don't have an option. So you're actually not persuaded to playing one element. You have to go with it. This is great. Don't know how matrices are gonna be, but if you're mainly a Fortitude and you went for line matrices, you already got a heads up on the game. You probably went for the free-to-play matrices. You got a huge bonus with this. Okay, Thunder cannot trigger additional attack effects. It cannot be increased or decreased by final damage buffs or debuffs. Oh, okay. I've been actually trying to put final damage on to give me some more damage, but I guess it's not gonna help. Accepting the unique stats of titanium equipment. Okay. Thunder's damage counts as normal attack. Okay, that's great. So it's just based off your attack. I better start looking into more attack and not final damage. Okay, so it's gonna do AoE damage, huh? Okay, so it flies in the sky, deal damage equal to percentage of attack nearby target. Okay, that's good. And you need to release it to 8 lightning bolts. Okay, each dealing damage. Okay. Leaves the battlefield, deals additional damage. Okay, so when it enters, it's gonna do damage, passive damage, and when it leaves, it does a good chunk of damage too. This is huge. 2 charges, okay. One skill charge is restored in 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds you can use this. Okay, so this may not be like a main hand weapon per se. This is something that you bring out in bursts. So you might still be using this with Lan, because Lan is a main weapon. Saki is like, can be main weapon. But like, if you had Saki and Mimi's weapon to choose from, you're choosing Mimi's weapon. I think you're using this a lot more with Lan. If you're 42, you're still gonna use Lan's passive right now. Okay. Oh, okay. Equip 3 electricity weapons. Oh, okay. To summon a Zerd Drake level 2, hitting with Moon Intimidate applies an effect. Okay, so that's more for attack and maybe benediction, but this is not gonna be no, you can't even have, no, you could. With Pepper and, what is it? Pepper, Nemesis, and Mimi. I don't think it's worth it though. To have to use Pepper for this, that's too much. Okay. Applies an effect on the target for 30-second dealing damage equal to 600% of attack every 2 seconds. That's good. So you don't have to use a skill, it's just passive damage. So right now, I would say, if you're Volt Resonance, this actually is a character you want to summon for. Maybe not high investment, but some investment. This is a character so you get maybe 0 star. Again, always feel like the more you can invest in, the better. But you don't want to go all on this character. And then when the Volt Attack character comes out, you don't have anything. Right? Okay. Fully charged of Fantasia activated. Okay. Switching this weapon move. Okay, we already know that. Okay. Okay, damage the nearby target. So it's an AoE discharge. That's good. Skill is active. It grants damage immunity. Oh. Wait, so if you use... Wait. Oh, so the skill is active. You get this discharge, and then you can discharge into it. Okay. So you have damage immunity, but like you already have that. Do you not have damage immunity beforehand? I don't know. Pass to keep your Mimi's weapon in the active slot while activating Fantasy, maybe Fantasia, or switch to Mimi's weapon in the. Okay, the AOE to deal heavy area damage that cannot be increased or decreased. Okay, I don't get that. So you switch to the weapon to do more damage? I don't know. Okay, so got basic attacks. That don't really matter. Here's damage, and more damage. That's cool. Okay, that's not really it. Again, it is what it is. This is something that I need to know. Okay, so you gain shield and hyper body and shield? Okay, I don't know how long the shield lasts, but this is a good way to sustain now. So now you can use Mimi for a shield, you have Launch for a shield, you have a lot of sustain right now. Okay. But Lan, you can get like an attack bonus for all your allies and a resistance bonus for all your allies. I don't know how good this is, but I'm gonna read. Press no to normal attack. Okay, fire lightning continuously. Okay. Casting every 1.5 seconds, Azor Whelping will be summoned. Okay, shockwaves dealing damage. Okay. At the target is I wonder if this is AoE as well. Each hit and thunder explosion, Azor will reduce the target's shock resistance. Okay, so with this, you're actually gonna be allowing Volt characters Volt players to do more damage. This is great. Even if you don't mainly play like Volt, like for Fortitude, you're not mainly Volt, it's okay. You can still allow others to do so much more damage because you're gonna have this to lower the resist, but then as Fortitude, you're landing a hit that's Volt, it's gonna lower the resistance naturally. So this is a huge benefit for being able to support allies. Fortitude just got heavily buffed with this. Not like, went into the, oh, we have to buff them up. But this is huge. It's a huge gameplay moment. Okay. Max, so 15%, and I think with landing a regular hit, it was like 10%. So that's 25% more damage. That's huge. While casting Thunder Explosion, the character gains hyper body effect. Okay, good. Every 1.5 seconds, the gains a shield? What? 10% of max health? HP for 15 seconds, shield cannot see 30% of max. Spirit Resonance is active. All allies also receive a shield. Never mind. I think we don't use Lawn anymore. We use this to give shields. And we want to have zeros matrices on this, so when you have these shields up, you're going to give everyone an attack bonus. That's what it looks like. And again, I don't like, having to go back and use those older matrices. It's not about you. It's all about the team. So this is huge. I don't know if we use Lon in her skills anymore. We'll figure out when Mimi releases, but right now, I don't know what we're doing here. This is not important. It just does stuff. The reason why the reason why the other things aren't important is because it's just universal. It's not really towards Fortitude, so it doesn't really, go, oh my gosh, you can do this. For attackers, that might work out. For balance, it's gonna be more important. For Benediction, they're not looking into that. They're probably not even looking at this character, to be honest. Okay, right. So dodge, you can launch a fantasy that reduces the speed of target. Okay, we want that. Constant debuffs. Grants immunity to stun for the duration of dodge. Okay. Passes through a storm. What, Hydra Angiopho? I don't know what that is, but okay. That's cool. So you got a teleporter. That's cool. Wait. I just saw something that's actually important for Fortitude. Instantly teleports? Okay, so we have a teleport. What else am I seeing? 215 damage. Oh, so it's more AoE. Lightning, okay. Pulls nearby enemies. This is something that we needed. Now look, we had it with Saki, but it was Saki's skill. You had to wait like 30 seconds. You can do this with your dodge. This is huge. Cause I started thinking, man, I might actually need Ruby and use Ruby. I'm like, oh, I thought you didn't want the range. It's not the range. Well, I mean, I love the range. But being able to put enemies together so I can do a bunch of damage to them and it gathers from my allies, that is huge, okay? The fact you're gonna pull enemies together, we need that. During the move, character gains hyper body. So we can't get with crowd control. We can't get like stunned, knocked up. That's great. Move ends, the character gains 1 stack of reserved dragon power. That might be important. That's gonna give you more damage. Okay. 1 star, 2 Azure Dragons at once, each restoring 20% of the summoner's HP. At this point, we're not looking at Saki anymore at your Fortitude, unless you want to be able to use both weapons together and get a bunch of health together. That is great. But honestly, I think I'd rather just go here. 20% of health. It's huge. And you can have 2 of these. So every 30 seconds you get a stack, but you go into a fight, you can probably use like maybe once every 15 seconds. You don't want to get full 2 stacks, but you have a great way to keep yourself, healed up. And maybe it's you with Lyra, if you have full health, not you, Lyra, but like if someone else is using Lyra, for Benediction, you use this, you gain shield. This will be huge. I don't know if that's the case. I honestly doubt it because it doesn't work like that with Saki, but it is what it is. Okay. Damage up by thunder explosion. Okay, increased by 50%. That's huge. Okay. So this is basically survivability and damage. Good. 3 stacks of reserved dragon power using moon intimidation. Okay. 1 stack of reserved dragon power. Okay, this is good. So we're going to be able to buff ourselves, heal, and do damage. That's huge. So that means we're gonna get stronger as the fight goes on. Something we kind of need for Fortitude. We was lacking damage. Hold on. Cooldown Volt weapon skills is reduced by 33%. No longer affected by other cleaning, resetting cooldown charges with the exception of the fin risk. Why? I'm not gonna lie. Volt Fortitude with Finra is about to be busted, but they had to throw that at you. No, I don't have Finra, okay? That would have been busted. We could have found a way to do damage, hard to die, you know, we'll still be bulky. That would have been what Fortitude really needed to push us over the top. When then players will actually say, hey, we actually won a Fortitude. Now, we might still be, it's still gonna be good. It's just, man, that would have been perfect. Lord, why they do that? Okay, so from a Fortitude standpoint, it doesn't really matter too much. Because the only other weapon we're gonna use, what, Crow? Like, I'm trying to think of what to use. Crow, Nemesis. I mean, I guess Nemesis wouldn't be bad, you know? I'm thinking Crow because he also has AoE that goes around him. You don't really want to use Crow. Maybe Tian Lang would have been great like this, but you would have been losing health, so I wouldn't recommend to lose health to try to gain health when you're the main target getting, you know, focused down. And we don't have no Bayuki. Man, they did it dirty. Maybe Rebelia would be good with this. I don't know. I have not used Rebelia, and I don't know the new Volt attack character is going to be released. But man, Finra would have been over the top. Oh my gosh. But increase the damage of Volt weapon skills by 30%. More reason to play Volt. You're getting a lot of damage. I'm seeing a lot of damage. I saw some survivability, but not a lot with 42. But that's cool. You're naturally going to be having survivability. So I don't care too much. Wait a minute. So now look, we're already be bulky, but now it's like we apply less pressure on benediction characters because we have a second wind. As in, if we get to low health and we so-called get KO'd, we resist it, become immune. Wait, oh, okay. Every 60 seconds, that's huge. It doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're doing like Void Abyss or Origins of War, man, it just could have worked with Finra. Y'all have no idea how strong this could be with Finra. I don't have Finra, but if you have Finra as Fortitude, these weapons together, I would say put Lon there. Lon is basically background damage, so if anybody still wants to do flame damage, it's golden. This might be the missing piece to Fortitude right now. Fortitude is not in a bad state, but right now we're lacking. We're lacking a little bit because we can only use Flame and Frost. So the fact we can move the Volt, and right now it's going to be Flame and Frost really doing most of the damage. It's just huge. Okay, Fortitude isn't active. Mimi's Discharge skill will put all non-boss enemies. Wait, what? Mimi's Discharge skill will put all non-boss enemies. Ignoring the hype about it. What's that even mean? Tell me more. You didn't finish this. Oh, it said pull. Okay, so every time I use a discharge, I pull them to me. That's huge. If it's not a boss, you know what that means? I get to stand by a boss. And anything that's not a boss, they get pulled to the boss. AoE damage for all your teammates. They'll love you for it. If you're not Fortitude, no, I don't have to say that. But if you're playing with a Fortitude player, you'll love this. Especially a benediction that doesn't want your attackers to randomly get attacked and not have aggro. You're going to be pulling aggro with this pull here. And if you have Lon, you're just always going to be having aggro. This is perfect. Now I'm thinking about, I didn't see anything that says gain aggro with Mimi yet. Is that weird? I think it's kind of weird that we don't have anything that draws aggro. Maybe I'm missing something though. But we got the pull. Oh, ignoring the hyper body effect. Okay, so anything that has something that resists that has hyper body, it won't work. Okay, cool. Wait, does this work on players? I don't know. Okay, while Spirit Resonance is active and the character is on the team. Okay. Spirit Resonance. I don't know what that means. Every 6 seconds of casting Thunder Explosion increase a chapter of lightning time that weaves into a mesh and can block movement and bullet damage from enemies. Okay. So I think it still works with Fortitude. That you'll be able to basically make range damage not do damage to you. That's actually really good. Maybe Koro can tell me more about it. Wait. Okay, so increase volt damage by 15% and base damage by 25%. What? Wait, so is that a 40% damage bonus for volt? And then if it's non-volt, it's 25% damage bonus? This is good. This is gonna be huge. So wait, are you telling me volt is the way Fortitude is supposed to get damage? I don't know if volt is good as like maximum damage for attack, but if it's like that with Fortitude for now, we're gonna have to start saying, hey, let the Fortitude really just hold on the volt and try to get other players to play other resonances. But you mainly play Volt and you're free to play. We know it's going to be happening. More than likely a Volt character will say, okay, they'll still have Volt, you know, with Mimi there, but they'll probably switch to Flame or something, you know? Hopefully you're not making them go to Frost, because nothing bad on Saki. It's just Saki is not as potent. Because the best way Saki gets used for Frost is actually having Frost characters. If you're not using other Frost characters, you lose some uses with it. Still good, but not as good as Lan. She's gonna give people attack bonus, and it basically the same thing what Saki does, except Lan brings more to protect allies with resistance bonuses, attack bonuses, being able to taunt easier, and you know, and it just makes it easier for her to stay alive with that weapon, you know. So this is gonna be huge for Volt. Doesn't stack. That's fine. You don't need to stack. Okay, base damage increased by 13%. Okay. Each 3 pieces of Volt weapons to increase electrified damage by 6%. Well, I mean, we don't really care about that for Fortitude. Base damage, I guess. But like, we're better off giving attackers and Benediction players more protections and more damage than us taking it ourselves. So this isn't really useful. And then the 4,000, base damage increased by 18%. That's not really useful. I mean, yeah, it'd be easier to hold aggro, but it doesn't do anything. Each 3 piece of Volt weapon increase Volt damage by 6%. Extend receive crit boost effect. Change for 25 seconds. But I need 3 Volt weapons for this part. So if you're not using all Volt, the only thing is increased damage by 18%. Okay, after the character receives such an effect, crit damage increased by 18% for 30 seconds. That's not really important for Fortitude. We're not gonna be able to use 3 Volt weapons. First off, no, you got 3 Volt weapons, but if you're using 3 Volt weapons, you're not Fortitude. It's just what it is. So this is more like for damage and maybe in the future, you know? Or maybe you want to play balance. This isn't really good for Fortitude. Unless you just want the flat out damage. You have to worry about landing hits. Oh, wait, in fact, this actually is good. If you have enough resistances and you're not dying, this is good. So how this can work, you're gonna have to be bulky regardless. So maybe there's gonna be like some bosses where it just doesn't do a lot of damage to you. So you can place this on, 18% damage. I mean, I know Samir's 20% damage, but you can't get hit. You're gonna get hit regardless. You're a tank. You know, you have all the aggro. You're gonna get hit. You might say, oh, but you can use Samir's. Not Samir, Tsubasa. Tsubasa's 20%, yeah, but you have to build it up by landing hits. This is flat out 18%. You don't have to do anything for it. So that's when it'll be good. But if you're a Volt, if you're Volt Fortitude, you're not gonna have 3 weapons. But Volt Fortitude, you wanna have this base damage increased by 18%, and you got the Volt damage bonus by 15%. Huge. Maybe it won't be 18% when this releases, but that's something. Wait. Matrices. 10%. Okay, so a percentage. Azul Whelp deals additional damage for 50% of attack when it hits a target. That's not bad, but it doesn't really sound like something you need. It's more like if you really want to mainly use this weapon. I don't know if I personally want this, but let me keep reading. Affecting the Matrix also works as a secondary weapon. So I don't have to have this on my main weapon. It doesn't have to be a Mimi's weapon. Huh. Okay, this actually makes it a little bit better. Okay, when using at least 1 Volt weapon. Okay, this is good. I don't have to read the rest. I just know it's good, but I'm gonna read the rest. All elemental damage increased by a percentage. Mimi's skill and discharge skill increases crit damage by 20% for 30 seconds. It's affected. Okay. Also works second. Okay. So you'll like if you're like low spender like me, you'll have this on a weapon you're probably not really using a lot. And you also have like Lawn matrices. If you've been summoning like me, you have Lawn matrices, Mimi matrices, and then you have Scylla's matrices. Or if you want Habuela, I say Scylla because it's gonna have more crit damage, so crit damage top of crit damage, and the shatter. That's really what it is. But you feel like you got enough. If you feel like your crit, I mean not your crit, if your shatter is good enough, then I wouldn't go with the Scylla. I'd go with the Habuela. Not because I don't like crit damage, just because it'd be final damage. Never mind. Because final damage for part of the kit didn't really matter. So yes, you'd want the crit. You actually want Scylla. This is actually cool. So I think Mimi, best case scenario, in my opinion, Mimi best suited for players that are playing balance. So if you have Fiona and you have Mimi, I think these weapons work good together. Right? Maybe even Lynn. I don't know Lynn too well, but I know how Fiona's been working. With Fiona's matrices, you have this on. This is great. Like, especially if you play like an attack benediction, you can stack a lot of damage here. Because again, if you're playing like this, you're not a main benediction, but you'll be able to get a lot of damage from yourself and boost someone else's damage. This is good. I actually recommend just summoning for this, and you want this to be your main weapon, you should get this 4-piece. Even if you can't get, stars on it. Yeah, tell me how y'all feel about Mimi's release. At first, I think it has kind of a downfall. The only thing I really don't like is the trait. Like I said, that's not bad. It's just not anything from a Fortitude standpoint that's gonna help allies. And that damage bonus, even though it's great, it can ramp up. But I'd rather have Lon or Echoes that can be 6% damage boost to everyone around you, no matter what. I think I'd rather Echoes. You're looking for a damage bonus, or then again, you want to Echo doesn't work for you. This can help you hold aggro. So in fact, no, I take it back. If you want to be more offensive based and still hold aggro and still be bulky, I like the trait. I still think Lon's trait is better off for like Void Abyss, Origins of War, but outside of that, I like it. It's just flat damage bonus. You're still playing Fortitude. You can do damage. It does answer the questions I'm looking for. The build just had 1 Volt weapon. Is more promoting like, the rainbow comp. I like this. Almost every kind of passive was helping. Like, this was passive early on that helped sustain. For like the A1, it gave sustain. But then further on, it was giving damage, right? let's look back at this. Look, that's sustain, right? And then damage. Sorry about that. Man, I'm still on 1 star. The 3-star, that's giving Volt weapon skills reduction by 33%. So like Mimi's weapon, you'll be able to use skills a little more frequently. That's good. So that means you can use her skill more often. So it's easy to get those 2 charges. Huge. Huge. I think this is great. I didn't think about that. I mean, it doesn't help with Fenrir skill. That's the only bummer. But like, it's still good. Just like if you was using like Samir, you use your skill more frequently because it's an AoE. And you have a lot of volt damage happening. Nemesis, you want to hit a single target. I actually think Nemesis would be better off than Samir. Yes, the heal and the slow, but you're just able to have a single target and an AoE in this scenario. Again, I'm not saying other, like, you know, well, there's no Bayuki, but I'm not saying Tian, well, I wouldn't use Tian Lang unless you know you can stay alive. Fenrir is cool, it just doesn't affect Fenrir. But Fenrir is going to be good regardless because it's good to see like it comes up so quickly. Like it really feels like every 14, 15 seconds, you can use a skill and you're going to be using other characters that have like 15 for cooldown. So as a Fortitude, like just Mimi's weapon is just going to be good enough and increase the volt damage. So that's cool. It's gonna be you're gonna have an easy time holding aggro. You don't have to worry about trying to get your gear upgraded for your attack as much. You still focus on your defense. You're gonna hold aggro. Right? That's the 3-star. Where's the 5-star? Right? Lethal damage. You get to come back to life. I think this is great for Fortitude. I mean, look, if it would have said, hey, you'll get health instead, like I mean, a way to constantly be able to build resistance or be able to like build like a regen, I think that have more use. Because normally you don't really get taken out so quickly. But it's not bad to have for just in case. Maybe your benediction falls and you have to hold the line. This is good. You got to pull. That's good. So now your discharge can pull. Harder for you to die. Being able to get yourself some blocks. You can block some damage. This is great. And then on top of that, the 6-star, right? This gives more damage. You say, oh, you're not attacking, you only damage. No, you want attack. You don't have to focus in your gear to get attack. That's great. It'll be easy to build up some more damage without having to actually look at your gear. If you're not playing Fortitude, hey, you got more damage. Now, if you're playing Benediction, yes, it doesn't give you more heals, I get it. But who cares? You're gonna do more damage. But Benediction players probably aren't looking at this. They got better options, to be honest. Like there's no way you're gonna be taking out Fiona and you know and Lyra. You know, I think this is great. Let me know in the comment section how you feel. I know this was a long video. I was talking a lot, but hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Thank you for watching the video, like and subscribing, because you can put that subscribe button that's right over here. And don't forget, you can watch the videos over here. I want to see you in there too, all right? You enjoy yourself.